What the hell does that say? July 18th. Don't get left behind on July 18th. What does November mean? I mean, what does January? What month is January in 2024? What month is January? I mean, in 2025. What month is January 2025? It's month 11, since we just came out of leap year. 11 minus 6 is 5, right? 5/17, International Day of Judgment. When is 5/17? The middle of July 18th. Again, what was Trump holding up? 17 and 18. 17 and 8. What did The Simpsons show you? 5/18. July means 5. Once again, July 18th. What does it say? World War III. 5/17. July means 5. 5/17 and 5/18. And what the hell does that say? 2-2 mofo 2. 2-2-2. And what the hell does that say? Tuesday will be known as Freedom Friday. And what did the X-Files say in the last video? Friday afternoon. Everything was the Sabbath. Pray your flight not be in winter, nor on the Sabbath. July 18th. Call July 118-811 before you dig. You dig? And when was July 18th? It was Tammuz, 10/18. It was 10/22 on July 18th, the exact day of Christmas in December. I will win the war on Christmas. Christmas in July. And here's from Christmas to Ground Zero. Merry Christmas, nuclear winter is coming. Merry Christmas, y'all. Nuclear winter is coming. And Donnie Darko, good old Donnie. October 22nd, 10/22. What's July 18th? It's 10/22. And when was the date? November 5th. The most important day in history, with a timestamp of 1108 on the Trump tweet. Exactly on November 5th. Remember the 5th of November? Once again, July 18th. Again. So now the question is, why did they not pull it on July 18th? What is the only day they can pull it? July 18th, right, is the 21st. Remember, the 21st night of September. When did the song, the 21st night of September, release? Exactly on 9/18, November 18. Right there, 18 and 21 in your face. Now, if we didn't get a pull on 7/18, which was the 21st, what is the only day? 7/21. So let's go back to October of 2023. October of 2023, October 6th was in Babylon. The night of October 6th, it was October 7th in Israel, right? What is that day? Tishrei 21, right? Tishrei 21, but it was October 7th there. What is October 7th? What was October 7th on the other calendar, which is right here? October 7th was exactly, let's find it. October 7th was exactly the date, 7/21. 7/21, right? When is Mayan end of the world? Tammuz means 10, December means 10. When is Mayan end of the world? In 2024, the most recent December. When is it? Right here, 18 and 21. So if it's not the 18th, it's obviously the 21st. Did I think they were going to pull on the 21st? No. That's why they gave you the 18th. After September 26, 2024, when we got all those major rituals, a date I had weeks in advance, it said the next date to watch is October 21st. Did anything happen on October 21st of 2024? Anything happened on October 21st of 2024? The reason I had October 21st of 2024 is because 10/21 was 9/11, and on the other calendar, it was 7/11, right there, right? Tishrei means 1. 7/11 and 9/11. When did the flood commence? The flood commenced on the second month's 17th day. That was 10/21. When did Iran hit Israel? I had this date on the 21st, a month in advance, but nothing happened. We had to wait 3 or 4 more days until the 25th, Friday night, the 25th, when Iran and Israel went at it. It was the 21st and 25th. So if it's not this date on the 18th, look at the date on July 21st. The date on July 21st is exactly the date, the 25th, Christmas in damn July. Tammuz means 10, December means 10. When did the Pope die? He died on 4/21, right? the Black Eyed Peas calendar. If we go to 4, we go to month 4. Here's month 4 right here. We go to month 4. The 21st right here is the Nissan 24. And what is it on the other calendar? It's the 23rd. See the 23? Pay attention, the 23 on a Tuesday. If we go to the calendar right here, the 23 on a Tuesday with the X through it, right? That is exactly, positively the date, April of 2025, April 22nd, right, is the X through the Black Eyed Peas right here, which was the 23rd. So the day before the X when the Pope died was 4/21. What is the exact date? What is the exact date on November 21st? 4/21. It just happens to be Christmas. Christmas at ground zero, right? And what is the only Jewish festival where nobody knows the day or the hour? It's the Feast of Trumpets, right? It's a 3-day festival, right? So that's why they gave you the 18th. Let's look at October, since we're in month 10. If we go to October 21st in 2024, where they're hiding everything, and month September, right? Because it's a leap year. Tishrei means 1 in 7, and it was a leap year. So if we go to October of 2024, that date, October 21st, like I just said, is 7/11, 9/11, and 7/11 right there. So on the 18th, which is the 222, 8 minus 6 is 2, this is when it goes down between the 21st and 22nd. That's why they coded the 17th and 18th. World War III starts on 5/17. What is the only 5/17 left? That's on October 21st, clear as flippin' day. You had to have the 18th, obviously, but if it's not the 18th, you got to wait till the 21st, right? And look at XRP, taken off to the moon at all-time flippin' highs at XRP. XRP was in The Simpsons. They loved the X. It was in The Simpsons. This thing is perfectly primed for a collapse. Let's look at the NASDAQ and the markets, the indexes, right? Look at the damn indexes, right? Here's the Fibonacci right here. We'll draw the Fibonacci right here from the bottom to the top. What is that? Look at this right here. It is exactly at the top right here at the close of Friday, right? So if you look at the Fibonacci, look at the 61%. Look at the exact 61% and look at the 38%. Like, it's just a line. You don't even know what that means. That's why my screen name is Pack 61. 61 right here, as you can clearly see, 61 is the golden pocket, right? 38, 61. That's, if you just Google Fibonacci 61, 38 to 61, that's the golden pocket. What are the damn odds? What are the damn odds that the Fibonacci bounced off from the high to the low, right? Look at the dots, went from the very high, but from the low, right there, and we went to the high, right? The high of the Friday close. What are the damn odds that the market bounces off the 17 Fibonacci, exactly on the 38 Fibonacci, exactly on the 61 Fibonacci? What are the damn odds? This means this pattern is completely finished. Complete. Right here. In your face, 61, a bounce. How did the market know that back, when was this? Back on May 12th, how did the market know exactly to bounce off this Fibonacci level? Make a gap up, close on May 9th, then open after the weekend right here, right at this Fibonacci. It didn't. What this is telling you, a child can see this, doesn't even know what, you don't even need to know what the hell any of this means. It's just lines. Right? Fibonacci lines. You don't need to even know how this works. I don't know how this works. Bottom line is that it just literally is at the top. It bounced off the 61 Fibonacci precisely. And then before that, it bounced off the 38 Fibonacci precisely. And before that, bounced off the 17 Fibonacci precisely. How did the market know that? How the market knew that? Because of Fibonacci? How the market knew that is because now you know. Now you know it's topping. The market is in extreme greed, and you can clearly tell just by that happening, this is the toppity top, right? And remember the 21st night of September. Obviously, Sep means 7. That's why I'm like, dude, this is too obvious. Every monkey on earth could see it, but nobody sees anything, obviously. The point is that if it's not the 18th, you wait till the night of the 21st. And when is the 21st? On September 25th, which is our date, July 21st. Look at that, 7, 21, right here. Christmas, 21 and 25, 21 and 25. Exactly the day on Monday. Monday is 21 and 25, the exact day of October 7th over and over again, right? And this is why the Black Eyed Peas showed the 23rd, 422 marked off. So the 23rd on the Torah, the 422 knocked off. And what is that day? That day is 10/26, exactly October 26. October 26 being 10/22. Do we wait until Tuesday, Monday night into Tuesday? I don't know, but we are right here. If we go back to October and Donnie Darko and the rest of it, October 26th, right here with Donnie Darko, his arm and everything was on. What was Donnie Darko's arm? Not going to pull up again, but it's 8/26 and 12/24, this exact day. And what's Donnie Darko's calendar? This exact day, 26 and 22. Do they pull it on Christmas on the night of the 21st? Do they pull it on the night of the 21st, or do we wait till Taco Tuesday? Monday night into Tuesday, right here. The market is telling you we're in greed. Donnie Darko, we obviously had to have the 18th. Why are they showing the 18th? Because they're showing you the 21st and 22nd. The exact thing I had back in September of 2024, after September 26th, and those massive rituals, I said the next day to watch is the 7/11, 9/11, being the 21st and 22nd. Go watch those videos if you'd like to verify, but that's the day. 7/22, right here. October 18th is your Feast of Trumpets commence date, and this is why they're showing you this date. 10/18, don't get left behind, right? And World War III starts right here on 5/17. July 17th. When is July 17th? Clear as day, it's on 10/21. That is the damn day. The market is right here. This is not going to September. We are not getting out Christmas in July. Christmas and damn July, clear as flippin' day. Christmas in July, 10/25. Tammuz 25. If it wasn't the 22nd when Israel got hit, when did Israel get hit? They got hit on 10/22 and 7/22 on the Hebrew. But what date was it on the Torah? Just showed you. It was 7/21 on the Torah, precisely 7/21. And the 21st is exactly when Putin shot off the ICBM. And like you said, it's November 17th, right? If we go to our October calendar, what is the date on the 21st? It's the 7/11 and 9/11, right? So what is that day? 9, right? Tishrei, 9/17. So let's see what happened on November 7th. Did anything happen on this date right here in November? When is the date of the black and white movie of the Trump assassination? Use your head. It's exactly on November 14th. Remember that black and white movie? It was November 14th. What is that day? It's the 17th, right? So is the Trump tard with his timestamp, November 5th will be the most important day in history? Is he showing you this date, 118, right? Sept is traditionally the first month. Is he showing you 118? Obviously, they're telling you this date, November 5th, when all the Trump assassination headlines came out. But this is the date, November 14th, in the movie, the black and white movie where the guy named Trump from 1950 got assassinated right here. And it's the 17th, 9/17. What does Tishrei mean? Tishrei means 1 and 7, sept, right? That's how they hide it. So if that's how they hide it, you go to this date right here. Look at this date right here, the 17th, 117. 7/11 is 9/11, exactly on 10/21. The market is right here. It's Christmas. It's the rest of it. It's not the 18th. We just have to wait a few more damn days. That's why they said don't get left behind. World War III starts right here on 7/17, the emoji on your phone, and don't get left behind on October 22nd. So between the 17th and 18th is when it commences. That's why we were looking at that January calendar back in the day. Back in September, I said 7 minus 6 is 1. So let's look at January of 2024, right? If you go to January of 2024 and you go to that 17th and 18th connection in January of 2024, what is the 17th and 18th connection? You go to January of 2024. When is the 17th, 18th we talked about? 7 minus 6 is 1 in September. That's why everything was on 17 and 18. When's J6? It's on the 18th when Babylon is breached. But right here, On the 17th and 18th, you go to the 17th, 18th right here, it's the 29th and 30th. It's the day that America Pie, Miss America, was suicided on the 29th and reported on the 30th, 17 and 18 right there. And that's how they hide it. And what is on Drudge right now? If you look at Drudge, what do they show you? Draw pictures, right? Read between the lines, draw pictures, and they drew the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life. And when was the Tree of Life? Exactly in January. Exactly. You're right here on the 16th, right? On the 15th on that calendar. Let's go to January. When was it? When was it? It was exactly on January 16th. When is January 16th here? Right here. January 16th. The 16th, New Year's Eve. Right here. Okay? So all they're doing is they're showing you the Tree of Life. When is that? When is that? The 16th. Right? What did it say? It's the 16th. So all they're doing is using this 16 right here and going to the 17th. That's all they're doing. So the 17th, whether you believe it or not, they're showing you the Tree of Life. Let's look at the timestamp. You click on that. You click on that. What's the timestamp? What is the timestamp? Oh, 724. Doomsday. 724. And what does Tishrei mean? Tishrei means 7, right? Go to our handy dandy September calendar on the Hebrew. 724, exactly on October 26th. And once again, what is the lunar? What's the lunar of the 21st? Like I said in prior videos, 3 days later, it's the 21st. It's the June 26th. June 26th is the lunar of the date on the 24th, right? Or on the 21st, I mean. Bottom line is 724, the timestamp, exactly on this October 26th date, right? So if it's not the date 18th, all you simply do is wait 3 days, 3 damn days, and you go right here to Christmas at Ground Zero. And why is it the nightmare before Christmas and Christmas at Ground Zero? Kislev 24, right there, 924 and 925, right? And all you're doing is, what is the date right here? What is that day? The 21st and the 25th. The nightmare before Christmas and Christmas at Ground Zero, Christmas in July, right here. All in our face. If it's not the 18th, you simply have to go to the 21st. But like I just showed at the beginning, you have to have the 18th unless you're a Jesuit. They pointed that to you. They connected all those movies and the stuff we put in the comments about that movie, the exact day connected to July 18th and the half moon and the rest of it. So obviously they're waiting until the 21st night of September. The market shows you with the Fibonacci's and the rest of it.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call them into